Today I'm going to show the different body structures and muscles of the hand and wrist. So first, we're going to start out by looking at the ulna, which we found on the pinky side, and the radius, which we found on the thumb side. So looking at the ulna, we can feel this bony structure in the back, which is the head of the ulna, and if we go to the side, we can feel the styloid process. They come over the radius. We have the radius head more proximal to the body, and then we come down on the bone. You can feel this bone right here, and this is where the styloid process is. Next, looking at the anatomical snuff box, which can be found at the thumb right here in this little deviate, which is the anatomical snuff box, and then the scaphoid, which can be found right here. Then the carpal tunnel is really hard to palpate, but it's in this middle area of the palm. This is hard to palpate because the different tendons that we found in the hand. Next, the carpal bones, which are from distal and proximal. Then going up, we have 5 metacarpals, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then coming up, we have the 5 phalanges. The second, third, fourth, and fifth phalanges have 3 bones. Now I'm going to palpate the different muscles of the wrist and hand. So first, we're going to start with the extensors. So we want to look on this side of the arm. We're first going to look at extensor carpi radialis longus and extensor carpi radialis brevis, which can be found right here, and we go along, which crosses the wrist. And this mainly does extension and abduction of the wrist. Next, we're going to look at the extensor digatorium, which is going to, again, cross the wrist. This does extension of the second, third, fourth, and fifth phalanges with extension of the wrist. Next, we have extensor carpi ulnaris, which goes down the arm, which mainly does extension of the wrist and adduction with flexor carpi ulnaris. Now we're going to look at this side of the hand for mainly the flexors. We're going to look at flexor carpi radialis, which goes along here, which mainly does flexion and abduction of the wrist. Next, we're going to look at palmaris longus, which is here, and this does flexion of the wrist and weak flexion of the elbow. Next, we're going to look at flexor carpi ulnaris, which goes straight down here, and which does flexion of the wrist and adduction of the with extensor carpi ulnaris.